fare questo, prendere e ce l'ha. Se avessi avuto dentro un dito, adesso capite perché dico di non lasciare così. Non la questa, chiaro, no? È ovvio che non è questa la testa.
Before we go any further, I want to say thanks to our video sponsor, SimpliSafe. SimpliSafe is super easy to use, totally customizable home security that focuses equally on up-to-date tech and a relationship-focused service team. Instead of dealing with a lengthy ordering system and setup process, SimpliSafe enables you to design a system best fit for your space and ships it directly to your doorstep. Plus lots of extras like HD cameras, smoke detectors, glass break sensors, motion detectors, water sensors, freeze sensors, panic buttons, video doorbells, this is your key fob, smart door locks, and more. We first wanted to use SimpliSafe to keep our house and our family safe, and then it worked so good and it was so easy that we also installed it at my business to keep my business safe. Really easy to hook up everything to your keypad and check that it all works. Installation is a breeze. Most of the sensors just have double-sided tape, and they have an app you can use to log in, check everything that's going on. You can look into your HD cameras and see what is happening at your house while you are away. This is my favorite thing. Video doorbell. Someone rings the doorbell when I'm not home, and I get to click into this, see what they're doing, who they are, and say, "Get off my porch and never come back." Yeah, it's great. If you have a break-in, if you have someone open a door in the middle of the night, the interactive monitoring service will call the police if it's alerted to anything. Their team of always-on professionals are easily reachable and always keep lines of communication open for the most protective service. Take 20% off your SimpliSafe security system, and your first month is free when you sign up for the interactive monitoring service. Go to simplisafe.com/DemoRanch to learn more. Thanks to SimpliSafe for sponsoring this episode of Demolition Ranch. Welcome to Demolition Ranch! Welcome to Matt's Dragon Skin Emporium. Come right down. So this is the video we made the other day. This is, I already forgot the name, Pinnacle Armor. So for those who didn't watch our other Dragon Skin video, this was like the craziest armor anybody had ever heard of back in the early 2000s. It was one that I wanted to get for a really long time. It was just super hard to get because it's not sold to civilians, and then the company went bankrupt. Well, I think they got sued by a bunch of people because they were lying about their armor. It was a huge thing back in the 2000s, and I finally got one, yeah, like 15 years later. And we shot it. It actually did pretty good. The problem with it, well, I guess, let me go back to the beginning. Dragon Skin body armor has a bunch of these little ceramic discs. This one got hit with a couple bullets. But they have these little ceramic discs, and they overlap each other like that. And they have a bunch of them, so they basically make dragon scales. And so the thought is you have ceramic, and then behind it you have Kevlar. You can see this Kevlar in here. Behind the ceramic is Kevlar. Bullet comes through the front, hits the ceramic, it breaks the bullet apart, the Kevlar catches the bullet. And the beauty of it not being one solid piece of ceramic is it's not only flexible, because they all kind of bend independent of each other, but it also, if you hit one plate, it'll shatter that one, but it doesn't hurt any of the other ones around it. So a big piece of ceramic, it can shatter the whole plate, or at least the area around it. So that was the benefit of Dragon Skin. But it was really heavy because you can think it's overlapping. So you have like double ceramic in a lot of spots. So very heavy, and it ended up letting a lot of bullets through that they said it wouldn't let through. So there was a little bit of lying in their company. So this company, Pinnacle Armor, went under and is no longer around. And that happened, I think, back in the early 2000s. So we did this video. It was super fun. I was super pumped about it, and it did pretty well. I do want to give a shout out. There was another guy who made us some homemade dragon skin body armor with some ceramic tiles and some, like, I think it was some kind of Kevlar material in the back. And I did not remember his channel name. It is State Fun. So thank you, man, for making that stuff. Now, Dragon Skin Part 2 is about to commence. We have this and this. We'll talk about this one first. This is from a company called Safe Life Defense. This is brand new, and I bought it, and it was like $500 or $600 or something. So not sponsored by them. I bought it, and we are going to try it out. So this one, you can kind of see it if you get the right angle. you can see that there are little segments. It looks like it is dragon skinned out a little bit. We will cut it open and look at it in a minute, but I think it's dragon skin is the reason I bought it. You can see like little, it looks like hexagons actually, little scales, and it's flexible. So it's a bulletproof plate. It says it will stop 5.56 and 7.62 by 39, so an AR-15 and an AK-47 round. So it does not actually say an NIJ level, which either means they never got it tested for that, or it means it just isn't an actual level, because a level 3, NIJ level 3, would stop at 308. They don't have that listed, so I'm assuming it will not stop at 308. A level 3A is the level right under that, will stop at 44 Magnum, but a level 3A won't stop these two rounds. So I'm guessing it's somewhere in between a level 3A and a level 3. We're gonna test that. This is a commercial product that anyone can buy right now. And then we're gonna test this, which is actually pretty cool. This is made by another YouTube channel called Voodoo, Tennessee, and he actually put the making of this on his channel. What it is I think oxygen or acetylene cylinders. He got them, he cut the, oh, here we go. If you're gonna send Demolition Ranch something, put your channel and everything on the back. That's actually really good. Voodoo, Tennessee on YouTube, voodooforgebusiness@gmail.com. Too easy, dude. All right, his name is Brandon. Brandon, thank you. So he got some oxygen cylinders, he cut little squares, and then he bolted them all together, and then he actually heat treated this. So this is not just an oxygen cylinder. He flattened it out, and then he heat treated it, so it is armored steel now. And he's got him a nice little skull right there. So we're gonna test his dragon skin as well. It too is flexible, both this way and this way. So that's the beauty of dragon skin. Flexible, hard armor. Now let's test it. We have it sitting on this guy, and then there's a cinder block behind him. So we'll be able to tell if it goes through and busts that cinder block, then it was hitting him pretty hard. First up, 22 long rifle. If this goes through, bad, 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 bad for the company. All right, let's see what happens. Woo-wee. I thought, should we practice shoot this and make sure it's sighted in? But I was like, nah, I'm sure it's fine. We did hit it fairly. Nothing even close to coming through. This is a 9mm, and this is a gun that we haven't actually showed in a while. It's a Zev OZ9. So I've had this gun for a while. Really cool gun, kind of racy. As you can see, it's got a threaded barrel out here. Pretty neat. Takes Glock mags. Very cool 9mm pistol. Got him. All right, that one maybe a little deforming there. The dead center hit, but nothing bulging on the back, nothing coming out at all. We're gonna step it up to something even bigger. 45 ACP this time. This is a full metal jacket. These rounds we don't expect to go through. We're just kind of testing just to see. So there's a little bit of ceramic coming out. Oh, I can see the bullet right there. And nothing through. Let's actually take this time to cut it open and see what this actually looks like in here. Because I also have not seen what is inside this. So it looks like the first layer is some sort of fabric. You can't actually see the scales. Yeah, let me go do a little surgery. Here's the jacket, real torn up. There's the lead still stuck in there. So on the front here, it does have like some Kevlar looking stuff, really finely woven, tight fibers. I cut the back open too, just to see. It also has that on the back. So we'll see when we get a little further into it, what the inside looks like. There's definitely ceramic coming out of here on these spots where I hit. There's little pieces of hard ceramic coming out. So I haven't actually seen a whole scale yet. We'll shoot it with something a little bigger now. Something that it's actually saying it will stop on the back, and see if it actually stops it. Next up is 5.56, and I feel like some people are gonna say like, Matt, you're shooting a weakened plate. You've already hit it with 3 rounds. Like, of course, if this thing goes through, that's why. But this company said, they sent a little pamphlet that came with this thing that said it stopped 8 rounds of 5.56. And then they shot a different plate with 8 rounds of 7.62 by 39. So it can take multiple hits, according to the company. Okay. Hit. Oh wait, no, that's a 9. Where'd we hit? Oh, right here. Okay, so we hit right there. That's our 5.56. It's bulged here and definitely crumbly in there, but did not go through. Well, let's shoot it with a 7.62x39 now. It's a much heavier bullet, and so it possibly will carry through, but I don't think so. 7.62x39 out of the mini AK. We're gonna shoot a few at it and see if they go through. Oh no! Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, not looking good. Nope, multiple of those went through. Okay, we're gonna take it over and do a little bit of surgery and figure out what's going on. Interestingly, these ceramic plates are not overlapping like they are in the dragon skin and the homemade ones we have. They're just butted up to each other. Looks like my AK was shooting a little low. Snuck several bullets in right here, but we did have one right here in the middle. Unfortunately, it was right next to where that's a 45 ACP that went in. So that one actually did go through. That's right there. We did get a bullet straight through. That's the one that killed our guy. These all hit low, and it looks like they were going through the same piece here. So once it gets hit, that's the problem with ceramic, is once it gets hit, it's gone. So where that bullet goes through, for instance, that 9 hit that piece right there, then you don't have a ceramic plate there anymore. These are still good. As long as you don't get hit in the same spot, you're good. But if you do, like 45 hit here, and then our 7.62 came through here and tipped that one, but it went straight through Kevlar. So you have this was not a whole layer. I didn't know what this was. That's just a flat piece of white, some kind of fiber. Then you have your ceramic, then you have a yellow piece of Kevlar, and then you have a bunch of these really thin fibered sheets back here. We're gonna shoot it again. I'm gonna aim on this side where we haven't hit anything, and I'm gonna shoot 4 rounds and see if I can get them to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. I'm gonna shoot right side over here. Stay up, good job. Okay, we're just shooting 2. That was what I planned on doing, that's what we're doing. It's looking good. So when they're really fat like this, it usually means it caught them. I don't see any extra holes. You see that one that we had earlier. So let's tear open and look into that. So I think these are the 2 spots. I think here and here is where those 2 bullets went. So we crumbled 2.5 of these plates, it looks like. Oh yeah, that's hot. So there's, ow, that's real hot. There's a piece of it. So it is crazy, like it made it through whatever the yellow Kevlar is. And then, yeah, so there's a hot thing here and a hot thing here. So they're here. Yep, there's a bullet. There's one of them. Right there. And then, where'd the other one go? I'm not sure what happened to the other one. I don't know where the second one went, but you can see here, only that one from earlier went through. Nothing else went through. So it did stop them when we weren't hitting in the same spot. But the problem with this, as you can see, is once you hit it, your protection is gone. Which I think will serve this one well, because it's armored steel. So now we're gonna try the homemade one to see if it's better than the like $600 one. I feel like I'm a knight going into battle. I mean, it does actually conform well, even though it just has a strap. Like it's a little uncomfortable because it's very heavy hanging on my neck. But it does, you can see it bends to my body. Like giant pecs and tiny waist, you know, it just kind of curves around. He also put like a nice little clasp in here. It's fancy. We are going to put it on the mannequin and destroy something that this dude worked very hard to create. But he wanted me to destroy it. So what am I to do? We're gonna start with 9mm. It's not gonna do anything. But if it does, that'd be very bad. So we got it just hanging over there. Okay, let's see what happens. Did he survive? Hit. There's a piece of a jacket right there, actually. Nothing went through the metal. I was kind of worried if anything would go through the cracks, but it doesn't look like anything did. And if it would go through the cracks, it would be going sideways instead of out at you. So I think we're good. So now we're gonna actually step it up to a rifle threat and see if it will stop the rifle. 5.56. Okay, those two for sure hits. I can't really tell which one of the other ones was hits. They all three hit and did nothing. A tiny slight dent here in the front, but what's interesting, this one hit here, and so when it hits hard steel like this, it goes flat. It spreads out in all directions, which one of those directions is up, and so it would have gone right here. Under this one, where it actually went up and hit his business card right there and tore it. So enough to tear paper, but I mean, much better than getting hit with a 5.56 going this direction. You're gonna get a little shrapnel going up and down, actually only up, which probably if you have some thick clothing would get stopped by that. So far, I like it though. We're gonna shoot a 7.62 at 39, which our other one did not stop well. It did sort of stop it, but didn't stop multiple well. We'll see if this one does. 7.62 by 39, coming in hot. Shoo! That really pushed that plate a lot more than the 5.56. There's some pieces of it. There's one hit. Pretty good dent there. Here's a chunk of, looks like jacket underneath that. Nothing going through these plates. So let's try something that has a little bit better chance at penetrating. So these are 7.62 as well, but these are solid copper. So they will penetrate a little bit better, go a little bit faster, have a better chance of getting through that plate. Okay. Oh, wow. What the heck is that? Yeah, that went through. Oh, no, it didn't go through. That's a bolt fell out. I was like, how is there a hole through there? Yeah, so we must have hit, yeah, this one right here. Hit right next to a bolt, knocked it out, and then we hit there, there, and there. And so when they hit, they go flat. You can see this piece got stuck under the bolt there. So that does not count as a pass-through because we hit there, and then the bolt fell out, but did not, I mean, that would not have enough energy to go in and hurt the person. So we are still trying to find something to make it through this. And I have an idea. Green tips. 5.56 green tips. For those who don't know, they're very good at penetrating through armor. We lost the skull, it came off, and hit there. Obviously it bent that a little bit, nothing went through though, still. So hit there, that's a big dent, that's a big dent. It's trying, but nothing is going through. safe to say that's way stronger than the Safe Life one, because we've shot it with way more rounds and nothing has gone through yet. I have a gun that I'm pretty sure is gonna go right through this. This is a 375 Chi-Tac. Giant round, going super fast. There is absolutely zero way that this plate system will stop this round. Right? Probably. But we're gonna find out. All right, 375 Chi-Tac, going hot. Jeez, that was wild. Yeah, there's a straight up plate missing out of that thing, I think. Yeah, that's bad. Crazy. What? Oh my gosh. All right, so this is how you know something is armored, when it's super brittle like this. So it's really strong until something strong enough hits it, and then it shatters. So this was, I'm gonna try to pull this back together. Okay, so our bullet went straight in there, right in the middle. No big deal, but this gun was sighted in. I know, we really upped the value for you guys here. And the pieces are gone. So right in here, it broke 2 plates. So it actually hit at the best possible place. It hit at a place where this plate was overlapping this plate, but it shattered both plates like glass and went right through. Luckily missed our tree, went right there. So yeah, can't stop a 375 Chi-Tac. Weak. So check this out. You can see where it broke, like it doesn't look like metal. Like it snapped it so fast, and this stuff was so hard and brittle. It looks like concrete. Like it's not like a nice smooth metal bend and then it break. It literally just snapped. Like, and so this guy, Voodoo, Tennessee, I watched his video of him making it. He actually did a really good job because he tried different ways of, I guess, quenching the steel, of hardening the steel, and he went out and shot it to see what worked the best. So he made like 4 different panels and went and shot each of them to determine which one was the best armored steel. So this guy actually worked really hard to make this plate for me to destroy. So I appreciate you. You are awesome. But anyway, okay, it's a collapsible, so you can carry it in your backpack easier. So we found out that this guy's homemade, Blacksmith made body armor was better than this one, which was the commercial grade. This one, though, I will give it to it, it's much lighter. And it also would not have stopped 375 Chi-Tac. But that one, every time you hit it with anything, it was weaker. This one, I don't think it was weaker until we shot it with the round that finally went through. So, very cool. Thanks for making that, man. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Demolition Ranch. I love you! And I'll see you next time. Contact line! It's quite simple. There's only one rule in the demolition. You don't tell Mayor.